Hey, how are you? This is going to be our only video for this week, and let's just do a little bit of review before we get fully started. Last time we talked about the letter D and T, and those were tongue tappers. That's the way we make that with our mouth, okay? And then we had B and P before that, and those were called lip puffers, if you remember. And the pictures that go with that were dog, D, table, T, bat, B, and pig, P. That was just a little review of what we've done. Now, before we getting started, make sure that you have your binder that had all of the supplies inside of it. And we're going to begin at the back of your book, back behind the tab, and we're going to be on page 7. So turn to that part of your book at the very back and turn to page 7, and up at the top it's going to say instant words 1 through 10, and it's going to say columns. Now on this page, this is an I say, you say, and so I say a word and you're going to echo it after me. So look at column 1 and let's go. The, in, is, to, that, of, it, and you. Good. Now let's go to column 2. Let's do that one more time. You, and, it, of, that, to, is, in, the, Now remember, sometimes I know that you like to say the or a, and that's okay too. It's just while we're reading, a lot of times we end up just saying the and for those two words. All right, now this is going to become a homework page for you. So I'd like for you to put a check mark on that page, and you're going to read 3, 4, and 5 to someone. And you can do an I say, you say maybe with them, or you could time yourself to see how quickly you could say them. Now down at the bottom, these are the same words. They're just for practice. So you could do the whole entire bottom section if you'd like to also. Okay? Just be good practice. These are these words that we meet a lot when we read. And so it's good that we instantly know them, and that's why they're called instant words. Okay, now for this next part, you're going to need a pencil and a piece of paper. So go grab those 2 items and then come right back and we're going to get started. Okay, do you have those things? Now, our procedures, or what we're going to do, is you're going to do a look and listen. You're going to echo what I say, and then you're going to name and write. So let me get my pencil here, or I write in red today, I think. And here we go. So look and listen. B. Echo. B. Name and write. What says B? B. Good. Look and listen. T. Echo. Name and write. Excuse me. T. Look and listen. P. Echo. Name and write. P. Now make sure that if you're writing with paper that has, excuse me, that has a line, that your P has a tail that goes below the line. All right, look and listen. D. Echo. Name and write. D. Okay, and make sure that your B and your D are going the right direction. All right, good job. Let's go to the next item. I made it all disappear. There it goes. Okay. Now, you're going to need 2 cards for this. I know you have a ton of cards in your zipper bag, but the only 2 sound cards that we're going to be using today are the lip puffer card, so make sure you have the card that looks like this, and the tongue tapper card, the card that looks like this. Grab those 2 items, set them out, and we're going to be working with those. Okay? All right, here we go. Now, on this, you're going to listen to me say a couple of sounds, 2 sounds, and then you're going to choose which sound cards you need for those 2 sounds. So you're going to look and listen, echo. I know it says echo with a mirror. If you have a mirror that you can use and look at yourself making that sound, that's good, but you don't have to have one. And so then we're going to use our sound cards, and then we're going to replace them or put them back. That's what these arrows over here mean. Put them back and then wait for the next 2 sounds. So, are you ready? Look and listen. P, t. Echo. P, t. Good. What sound cards would we use for that? P. Our lips came together for that, so we're going to need that one. And then t. Our lips didn't come together, but our tongue tapped on the top of our mouth, didn't it? Okay. So there you go. We used the unvoiced lip puffer P and then the unvoiced tongue tapper T. Okay. So look and listen now. D, B, echo, D, B. Okay. What are you going to pull out this time? D, D. We're just tapping our tongue on the top of our mouth, aren't we? And then B. We had to put our lips together to make that sound. So we have the voiced tongue tapper D and the voiced lip puffer B. Okay, let's try that one more time. Okay. Look and listen. P, D. Echo. P, D. Okay, which ones are we going to use? P. Good, we had to put our lips together for that one. And then D. D. That's a tongue tapper, isn't it? So we have unvoiced lip puffer P and then a voiced tongue tapper D. Good job. All right. Now for our next section, you're going to need to go to the front of your binder and turn to page 7. So we're not working back behind the tab anymore. We're going to the front, and on page 7, I'm going to circle that up right here. You're going to see at the top of that page, it's going to say Wrap 2.1. So on Wrap, what we do is we do an I say, you echo. So we're going to do this a little different than we did last week. So on this first section right here, all I'm going to do is say the name of the letter, and you're going to echo after me. And then on the second section, we're going to say the sounds. All right, so here we go. Are you ready? So I say, and then you echo. T, D, T, D, T. Let's go one more line for that. T, T, D, D, T. Good. These bottom 2 rows right here, I'd like for you to find somebody, and you're just going to name these. So you're just going to say their name, and I'm going to write name it right here. So you will name it here. Now let's go down to the next section, and this is the one where we're going to say its sound. So point to the second section, the top row of the second section, and echo after me. T, d, d, t, d. Good, let's try that again. And remember, we don't say t and duh on these, do we? We just cut that sound off. So let's go to the second row. D, t, t, d, d. Nice. Now the bottom two rows here and everything after it on this page, you're going to say the sound for these. So I'm going to write sound it right here. Or I'm just going to put sounds. Okay? And so we need a check mark at that page because page 7 will be your homework. And here's what you do on your homework for page 7. All right? Let's go and turn the page. And now we're on page 8. And for page 8, it looks like we're going to, up at the top, just like before, we're going to say the name of the letter, and then we're going to do the letter sounds next. All right? So let's start off on this top row. P, B, T, D, T. Good. Next row. T, P, D, B, T. Nice job. Now, this section right here, just like before, you're going to name the letter. You're going to say its name. So right here, I'm going to write it again. Name it. Now, for our next section, we're going to say the sounds. And remember, we're very careful not to put an after that sound. So look with me, your book. P, d, b, p, t. Good, let's do another row. Next row. D, p, p, t, b. Good job. The whole entire bottom section, I'd like for you to find somebody, and I would like for you to say the sound on this one. So I'm going to put sounds here. Remember the proper way to say those sounds. Now we have everything mixed up. The P's, the B's, the D's, and the T's. So everything's mixed up on page 9. And that's where I am right now. So turn to page 9. Point to the first row, and we're going to say the name of the letter first. P, B, T, B, P. Remember, you need to be echoing after me. P, P, B, B, T. Now, just like before, these bottom two rows, you're going to say the name of these to someone. So this is your homework. Grab someone to listen to you. Now, this next section, we're going to say the sound. So echo after me. B, t, t, b, p. Good. Now the next row. T, b, b, p, t. Perfect. Now, just like before, the whole bottom section is for you to say the sounds to somebody. So I'll put sounds there. And a check mark. I think I forgot to put a check mark on that other page. So let's check mark that other page too. Now we're on page 9. All right. And the next page that we're going to be using I already clicked to it here, is the page that's laminated. And it was in the front of your binder, and up at the top it's going to say IMF on it. Okay? You're also, oops, hang on just a second, that's the wrong one. Let me grab the other one that we'll need. It still says IMF, but I made one that looks bigger and better. All right, so you're also going to need your lip puffer card and your tongue tapper card. So you need your, we'll just call it your IMF page, and your lip puffer card and your tongue tapper card. We're kind of going back and forth on things here, aren't we? Okay. Now on this, you're going to listen to me say a word, and you're going to try to figure out whether you're going to put a lip puffer in the initial, medial, or final position, or if it's a tongue tapper in the initial, medial, or final position. Remember, I is initial, M is medial or middle, and F is final or last. Okay? Well, the first words, we're going to be listening for the T sound. T. So listen carefully. In my word, is it going to come in the initial, medial, or final position? Okay. So my first word is put. Echo, put. When I unblend that to hear it, t. Where will we put the T, which is a tongue tapper sound? T. Put. Did you place it? Did you put it in the final position? Good. All right. Now we're listening for the T sound again. Okay. And I think you probably have two tongue tappers, so get out your other tongue tapper if you need to, or just we can reuse this one if you only have one out. Okay. Next word, listen. Tug. Echo, tug. Let's unblend that. G. Tug. Where did you hear that? Where did you hear the T? In the initial, medial, or final position? Tug. Where did you put it? Did you put it in the initial position? Good. All right, because it came first in that word. Okay. One more for the T sound. Okay. Our next word is stay. Echo, stay. Unblend. A. Where did we hear that? A. Stay. Where does that go? Initial, medial, or final position? Where did you hear it? Stay. Medial position. I hope you heard that. All right. Well, let's go on. And now we're going to use the lip puffer card. And the sound that we're going to be, nope, actually, we're not. Let me look here. Nope, we're going to be using we're still going to be using the tongue tapper card. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to be listening for the D sound in each of these words. D. Okay, that's the voice tongue tapper sound. Okay, so first word, lad. Echo, lad. Unblend. L-A-D. Lad. Where did you hear it? Initial, medial, final position. Lad. That means it was the last sound that we heard. All right, let's go to another word. Dog. Echo. Dog. Unblend. D, A, G. Where did you hear that sound? Dog. Was it in the initial, medial, or final position? Dog. Initial, the first position. Good. One last one, okay? And it is red. Echo. Red. Unblend. R, E, D. Good. Which position did the D sound come in? Red. Initial, medial, or final position? Red. Final position, isn't it? You have done so well today, and this is our only video for this week. So the next time I'll see you is next week on next week's one video that we'll see you there too. Okay? Hope you have a great rest of your week and that you're reading every day and just working hard. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.